I can't wait for you to taste this. It's so good. Welcome back, my friends, to another episode of The Master Food Artist. I'm Darlene Loves, your host, and I'm so excited for you're here. So if you are a person looking to be a master food artist in the kitchen, because making delicious, nutritious, amazing meals is quite an art, please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so that you'll be notified every week when I post a video. Now I have a question for you. What do you do with all the fruit that goes ripe? Like these bananas. What do you do with them? And how about these peaches that I have here? Delicious and really super ripe. What do you do with them when they start to really become overripe? Well, I have a tip for you today. Be sure to stay to the end so you can get the full recipe and my tip for you on what to do with that fruit that keeps going bad. If you haven't seen the last video I did on what you could do with your bananas, check out that smoothie recipe. So delicious. A chocolate cherry smoothie that's good for you. It's a green smoothie and it's so good. So check out that recipe. And let's get started with this peach cobbler. And there's a bonus recipe because I love you and I want to give you two recipes today. The second is a banana ice cream recipe that's like quick and easy to top on top of that delicious peach cobbler. Please note you can make this recipe if you don't have peaches or it's not peach season. You can use it for apples and cherries and mangoes, any kind of cobbler that you want to make. This can be done. So let's get started with that peach cobbler recipe. For our cobbler topping, you're going to add 1 cup of peaches and about 10 dates and a teaspoon of vanilla and blend that up until it's pretty smooth, but it can still have a little few pieces in there. That topping's going to go on top of 5 to 10 roughly chopped peaches. And then you want to add 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon or pumpkin pie spice to that mixture and then mix it all in and put it to the side. Now let's make the topping. And the topping is 1 cup of nuts or seeds, whichever you prefer, 1/4 cup of raisins, 1/4 cup of coconut sugar, 10 dates, 1 tablespoon of shredded coconut, and just 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. And then go ahead and blend that up until crumbly. And you're going to put the crumble on top of your peaches. And then put that in the oven for 350 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes. I can smell the cobbler getting ready for my lovey. Now I'm keeping my portion raw. He loves a really hot, crunchy cobbler. Now what's great about this is that little crumbly on top is gonna get all hard and crumbly and it's so good. It's gonna taste like caramelized almost with that coconut sugar that's in there. So delicious. Let's get started on that banana ice cream while we're waiting for our cobbler to heat up. So take 1 unfrozen bananas, put in the bottom of your blender, then 1 date, 4 frozen bananas on top, and then I like to put a little vanilla and then blend it up. So simple. Now the cobbler's warm, we put the ice cream on top. Let's taste it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Make this right away. It'll probably take you less than 10 minutes to make both recipes. So easy. And of course, we're using the Vitamix to blend that ice cream. Now, if you don't have a Vitamix, here's a tip. You have to stop and start your blender often, and you might burn it out. So just invest in yourself. I'm not being sponsored by Vitamix. Just get one. Now, please put in the comments below any fruit that you find you'd like to make a cobbler out of it. And please let me know how it turned out because I want to know. I've made this with mangoes and apples and cherries, and now we have peaches. And what more is possible out there? I don't know. I want to know from you. So please leave it in the comments. I will see you next week for next week's video. I have a whole gourmet meal for the next 4 weeks coming because I have friends coming over and I am preparing a gourmet meal. So over the next 4 weeks, we're going to prepare a gourmet meal from start to finish. So be sure to subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you next week. Loves you.